Hey everybody, it's Barbara, and we are back with Pop Toys' latest incarnation of Sherlock Holmes as he is portrayed by Benedict Cumberbatch on the BBC PBS series Sherlock. Let's get right to it. This is by far the Pop Toys figure you want to get of Benedict if you are looking for a way to make a Doctor Strange figure without paying for a Doctor Strange figure. Yes, the head is molded on. Yes, you would have to do some painting, detailing with it. You would have to go back in and I think put in some gray, but that shouldn't be too big of a problem. That's actually Marvel Studios calling me to say I can't mention Doctor Strange, but oh well. um, but yeah, this is a very very good sculpt of him. The detailing here is quite good. They've worked very hard to give him a defined cheekbone and a studious go F yourself expression, you're boring me expression. I think I talked about in my other review of Watson that CGL Toys made an effort to give his eyes a little bit of sparkle. These eyes don't sparkle, but that's okay. They're not supposed to. It's Sherlock. So let's go ahead and, well, very quickly I'll show you that they do give you, again, his scarf, which is not anything special. It's just a piece of felt in navy blue. If you remember from the previous Pop Toys, which I'm going to bring up and out in a second, the suit is basically the same. They've just changed the shirt color and the detailing on the shirt. Again, the overcoat is lined. The suit jacket is going to close with a button, though the shirt, the dress shirt, will close with Velcro. And in keeping with my rule, if the shirt's going to close with Velcro, so too will los trousers. Yep. The jacket, though, is lined. And I will hold up the figure to show you that he's wearing loafers without socks. And the trouser legs, I don't believe they're lined. No, they are lined. No, I take it back again. The trousers are not lined. There's a little bit of detailing here at the corner of his jacket. He's now wearing a certain sewn-on red emblem. I'm not overly familiar with the series, so I can't really speak to what that emblem could be. I'm sure I'm going to get told. There's very nice pleating in the back of this jacket. So this is very nicely crafted. They spent some time with this. I think they had to go back and forth, they being Pop Toys, what they could spend time on and what they could not. So while we're talking about that, let me very briefly show you that it does come with this backdrop of part of his apartment from the television series. And there is a floor as well, which is the floor that you would see in the series. So it's a nice way to display him. And speaking of display, it does come with a stand, which will tell you that this is Sherlock, as in no shit. And the stand is supposed to fit in here, but I don't know if I'm just not pressing down hard enough or what's happening, but I could not get the stand to go in, and I didn't feel comfortable forcing it because I already scratched the base once. And having also amputated Watson earlier, I seem to be on the roll here, so I'm trying not to be as difficult as possible. The only other accessory of note that this version of Sherlock comes with, and I mention that because I know the Big Chief Studio version came with a lot more accessories, or at least I've seen them come with a lot more accessories. The other accessory is the violin and the bow. The violin has real strings on it, and of course the neck brace. And he does come with one more hand for fighting. So this is the figure you would get. Why? You would basically get it for the sculpt. You would get it for the much closer to very accurate sculpt of Benedict Cumberbatch. Yes, Cumberbatch, because sometimes I say patch. And then sometimes I say penguin, if any of you get that joke. Anyway, I'm going to take a pause here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset, and I'm going to put up all 3 Pop Toys Sherlocks so you can compare them, and then we can talk about which one might be worth the investment. Okay, so here we have the 3 faces of Benedict. All 3 are Pop Toys. All 3 represent different seasons. Although I can't really understand the very big difference in quality between this sculpt and this sculpt. If I can very quickly take this down. I'm coming closer. This sculpt, you know who it's supposed to be, but it is not as close to Benedict as it could have been, which is understandable if they didn't have the licensing at the time. It does come with a slightly more detailed suit, though. His shirt is purple. He comes with a black tie. But interestingly, and I'll just very quickly show you this, the detailing on the back of his coat is not as nice. Yes, you do have the buttons on the back, but the pleating is not as detailed and well done as it is with the other one. This one, the pleating is much better defined and much better done. So if you're looking for the better sculpt, you're obviously going to go with the later one, which would also again work for you know who from you know what film series, if he is still in fact alive. Spoiler! Now, this leaves us with the monkey in the middle, which was the Sherlock that was done as a Christmas episode. This is, I've not seen the episode. I don't know how this happens, but Sherlock and Watson wound up in Victorian era. And this is the head sculpt of Victorian Sherlock. It is a good sculpt also of Benedict Cumberbatch. Cumberbatch. Penguin. Anyway, this is a sculpt that you might want to invest in if you are looking to do a Doctor Strange, and then you're willing to take the time to get a wig and put the wig over the hair, because the hair is pretty much flat to the scalp. So you could do that and then have real hair on him, but that's something that a really devoted kit basher would do. So if we're talking about what to get, I'm gonna have to say that you should probably go with this latest incarnation of him. A purple shirt and black tie are easy enough to grab if you really want them. This is a great sculpt of him. It's very easy to work with. No, it does not have the notebook or, the iPhone and the whatever else the Big Chief comes with. But then again, if you're looking to kit bash and you want to change him up and have him doing Doctor Strange or Khan from Star Trek, this would be the set to take. So that's it for Benedict Cubed. I am Barbara, and I will see you in my next review.